Everyone believes that it's popular to be tough on crime, and that tough on crime attracts votes. And in a democracy, government's supposed to reflect what popular opinion dictates.
When we see the research in the States that shows that three strikes laws do not work, when we see that penal responses in fact lead to higher rates of recidivism in offenders.
When children and young people and families come here, they're scared and upset and worried and stressed out. When they leave here, they're actually happy and thankful and appreciative and smiling. We help youth get out of the justice system, get them back into school, and get them back on track.
They've made a mistake, and if we can resolve it without having to go through the criminal courts, and so that the young person ends up with a criminal record, I think it's a good thing.
Once you get into the court system, once you get into all that rigmarole, it's hard to get out of it.
So this whole circle process has afforded us an opportunity to deal with these issues before it becomes a real problem down the road, and before it becomes a situation whereby these kids are being charged and going through the court.
It engages all of the people who have been impacted by the particular conduct. The young person, their parents, members of the community, people from their schools, friends of theirs, police, and it puts them together in a safe environment that allows them to address what happened. And I think most importantly, address how to make sure it's not going to happen again.
Circles work because everybody that sits in the circle is an equal participant. They have an equal voice, and we get really honest.
Every time a kid sits down in a circle, I would say that their chances of getting on the right path and not offending again increase exponentially.
Once you have that talking stick in your hand, you're enabled, and out of that comes a kind of a power that kids don't have normally. They don't have the power to be able to speak out and speak their minds.
I thought it was an amazingly powerful tool that just cuts through a lot of bullshit, you know, and gets to the core of things.
How incredible to hear some of these stories about how people have managed to turn their lives around. It's really inspiring.
It makes sense to invest in the young person at the front end, get to the root causes of their behavior, and actually develop a life plan that gets them on the right track. Right now, Peacebuilders is doing that at zero cost to the taxpayer.
They've got this foundation, it's set. They got this workforce ready to go. We need some funds now to sort of keep it going and build it and take it forward.
We have managed to keep the doors open because there are a lot of senior members of the legal profession and other professionals and people in the city who recognize on an individual basis that what we do is worthwhile and important. There are foundations that have supported us.
I'm going to come away from an evening like this and start spreading the word because I think it's an incredible organization.
Tons of resources in every neighborhood, people who are so motivated to do the right thing, but they need the tools and they need to know how to do it, and it's learnable. They are learnable skills.
An expansion of their programs, hopefully attracting government support and government funding to not only deal with youth who are in fact incarcerated, but they can, I think, provide an opportunity for young people to talk to each other.
I'm talking about the capacity to build peace on a person-by-person basis. I'm talking about the capacity to build peace on a community and neighborhood basis.
I would like to see our work funded sustainably, and I'd like us to be able to connect with many more young people.
If you can have a civilized, thoughtful conversation about your differences, identify your differences, discuss them, understand them, and then look for ways to bridge those differences, then you're involved and engaged in a peace building exercise.